And this is some big news. I want to tell you, there are many Muslim fundamentalists who aren't extremists, who don't believe in death, bombing people, killing innocents. Most don't, but some do. And those are the ones that give the Muslims a bad name. Islamophobia is a big part of fear because of the terrorists. But you can't take it out on those who are fundamentalists. Those who practice the religion without the death, without the killing, without the dishonoring of women. Those that do that are good fundamentalists. They're good Islamics. There are good Islamics and there are bad Catholics. Catholics have raped children for years and getting away with it. So, it's just the Protestants who rape children. The Mormons have raped children. So the list goes on. It's not just the Islamophobics. They're afraid of the terrorists. They're afraid of the terrorists. Do not put all Islamic people together. Do not put them in a ball like they're all the extremist terrorists that are going to bomb and kill and rape and torture everything in sight. Because it's not the case. And I've made that case. That the Quran is not like that. The Quran is not like that. If you read it and really try to understand it, it spoke of peace and living and happiness and life and rights and freedoms. And it's not the fundamentalists, it's the extremists. It's those that take their belief in death and try and put a heat on life. This is the difference. Terrorists hate death. Fundamentalists, most Islamics do not think like that. Most Islamics do not think like that. I've met all kinds of people from my walks of life. And some of those that I've talked to, even they don't agree with the terror that's going on in Syria and Iraq. So don't get the two confused. Don't get the two confused. Because there are two sides to every story. There's a difference between a fundamentalist. Islamophobics are people who are afraid of terrorists. People who are afraid of Islam. I'm not afraid of Islam. I don't care if they got 1.8 billion or 2.8 billion or whatever it is. There's some 2 billion Christians. There's some 3 billion. There's some 2 billion, 3 billion Christians. There's more than a couple of billion Catholics. We're not talking about one group. Don't ball everybody together, because it's not the truth. Not all Islamics think that killing people and blowing people up and destroying nations and killing people like ISIS and Al-Qaeda and the Taliban are the way to go. Same thing with the Shiites, the Sunnis, and the Kurds. There are those that are greedy and those that are not. Those that are in power, like President Maliki, who don't want to share power, who don't want to share the wealth. This is the difference. This is the difference. This is the difference between the fundamentalists and the extremists. It's the terrorists who push it to death. Torture, rape, hangings, beheadings, whatever it takes. Whipping people with legs because they wear short pants. I mean, these types of things are erratic. They're sporadic. And these people are not exact. They do not represent the Quran right, nor the Islamic religion right. They represent the violence and the death and the hatred of the American people. They blame the American people for the way they are. And it's not right. We should never have gone into Iraq anyway, and George Bush knew this. We went into Afghanistan because the Taliban blew up the towers. It's that simple. We can't fight terror on every front, thinking every Islamic person is a bad person, because that's just a fool's view. That's a fool's view. Whether it's red or blue or gray or black or green or orange, it's a fool's view. This is 7 billion human being news. Terrorists are terrorists, as Islamics are Islamics. It's that simple. That's the difference between the two. Terrorists are terrorists, and most fundamentalists who practice the Islamic religion do not support this terrorism. And that's the human truth. That's the human fact. That's the human life. And this is the human news. Thank you for watching.